Okay, guys, I'm back. And we're starting off with Jeepers Creepers. Yes, this is one of, a lot of these newer horror movies. I really love Jeepers Creepers. It is creepy, and it's like one of those movies you're on the edge of your seat the whole time about what is happening. Cheaper by the Dozen. This is a remake of the original movie. This one has Steve Martin in it. Signs, another alien movie. This is a really good alien movie. If you guys have not seen it, yeah, you gotta see it. Jeepers Creepers 2. The second one wasn't. It was okay, but if you have to watch one, you have to watch the other one. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Tales from the Dark Side. This is some episodes from the show. And yeah, like I said, it's sort of like Tales from the Crypt. It has those different stories, and they're not totally scary. They have like funny parts to them. The Hitcher, I think this might be the original, but I know there's a remake too. Yeah, it warns you about the dangers of picking up hitchhikers, because this guy, the guy he picks up kind of is a little off his rocker, and he tries to make this guy's life a living hell. So yeah, Leprechaun 2, Back to the Hood. It is one of the poorer sequels out of the series. It's just like ridiculous, but no. I wanted to watch all of the Leprechauns, so I ended up having this one. Black Christmas. This is the remake of Black Christmas. I finally got to see the original not too long ago, but I think I like the original better than the remake. The remake just tries to give you too much storyline about the killer, and I like to have some mystery about the killer. I don't want to know his whole life story. So yeah, this one is just like too much information about too much backstory. I don't need to know all of that. Me, Myself, and Irene, Jim Carrey movie, funny. Together, this was it was a fictional boy band that was on MTV, and they made like a movie. And they also had like a short-lived TV series, and I had their CD. They actually did come out with a CD, and I had that for quite a while. Mr. Deeds, another Adam Sandler movie. I love his movies. They're just like incredibly funny and sort of stupid, but also funny. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. This was the movie that they made before they made the TV series. The first TV series, not the scary one that's on Netflix that scared the crap out of me when I watched it. Okay, this is the more tamer version of it. Yeah, sorry to the people that are like totally in love with the new series on Netflix. I have watched. I might have to give it another go someday and try to watch some of the more of the episodes, but it was kind of disturbing because the ants cook up a little boy in one of the episodes, and I was like, yeah, that's like too much for me. I love horror movies, but yeah, it was kind of a little too much gruesome, and they were like devil worshippers and everything, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of freaky. I don't know if I can watch this again, but I'll try someday maybe to watch it, but I just didn't care for the new Sabrina the Teen, well, it's not called like, it's called The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina because it's based on the comic book. But I couldn't sit through most of it. I tried, guys. I tried my best to watch the whole series, but yeah, I couldn't. Okay, anyway, Bride of the Living Dummy. This is an R.L. Stine movie. about Slappy, and Slappy is trying to find him a woman. He's trying to find him a wife. Old story. This is another R.L. Stine TV show from the Goosebumps series, and these kids get turned into like old people, and there's only one way to reverse the process. I'll tell you guys, because I don't know if you guys have ever seen this episode of Goosebumps, but they have to eat baby food to reverse the process of being old. And yeah, it was funny. It was not scary or anything. Wild Thing, this one is really good. It's from the 80s. It's about a guy, and like the movie Kid, his parents are hippie-like people, and the cops kill his parents. These cops and mobsters kill his parents, and he is left to fend for himself out in the wild. A woman finds him, and she takes care of him for a while, and then she dies, and then he's just like raising himself for the rest of the movie, and he's kind of like a Tarzan type guy, and yeah, it's just really good. I loved it so much. I've seen it a bunch. The Munchies, this is sort of like the Gremlins. It was about the same time as the Gremlins. I remember seeing this movie as a kid, and these little guys, they bring back these little guys from a cave, and I think it was some part of like where pyramids were, and like Egypt or something, and these little guys like take over the town, and they just like eat everything, and they're like gross. Yeah, it's really funny. Storm of the Century, Stephen King movie, and yeah, it's one of those long movies, but it has a creepy vampire in it. And okay, story time. When our Walmart first opened up, me, my mom, and dad were walking through the Walmart, and this guy, if I'm lying, I'm dying, and I'm not dying, this guy looked exactly like the creepy vampire guy in this movie. He was wearing the same type of outfit, and it scared the crap out of me. I was like, I'm going to stay away from you. Okay, even though I love vampires, I love vampire movies, that guy in that movie scared the crap out of me. Christina's House. This is a movie where I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was somebody like living in this girl's attic and spying on her family. Yeah, like those movies kind of like freak me out, because we did have an attic in the other house, the house that we used to live in. I was like, no, please don't be anybody living in our attic. Cherry Falls, I think this was a movie from Sci-Fi. I don't remember the plot to it. I'm going to have to check it out and watch it again. License to Drive, Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, classic 80s movie. Corey Haim is trying to get his license. He fails the driving test, and he lies to his family about getting his license. And him and Corey Feldman decide to take Grandpa's treasured car out for a joyride. Yeah, it's really funny. The Two Coreys, I have a lot of the episodes from the Two Coreys. I watched that reality show with them on it. And yeah, I was a big Corey fan. The Two Coreys. I was a big Corey fan. I had like posters of both of them on my walls when I was a little kid. Ozzie Nelson. This is a black and white movie that has Ozzie Nelson in it, and yeah, I just thought it was really cool and really good. Jury Duty. Another Pauly Shore movie. I love my Pauly Shore movies. If there are any haters out there that hate Pauly Shore, Yeah, go ahead. Just don't leave me any hate. I don't care. Yeah, if you have that much time on your hands to leave hate comments, yeah, go ahead. But I love Pauly Shore. This is where he's on a jury duty, and he tries to find the jury duty that's gonna be sequestered in a hotel because his mother has married some guy, and they're going off on their honeymoon, and they're going to be gone for a long time, and they take their trailer that he's living in, him and his mother are living in. His mother and her new husband decide to take the trailer along on their honeymoon, and he's like homeless gonna be homeless for a few months, and he gets on a jury. He keeps trying to find, he keeps like messing up until he finds a jury that's gonna be sequestered in the hotel. It's really funny. The Two Coreys, more episodes of The Two Coreys. House of the Dead. Yeah, see, what Rob Zombie movie. I love those Rob Zombie movies. And yeah, except the remake to Halloween. I did not care for the remake of Halloween and Halloween 2. Sorry, Rob Zombie, but yeah, not my cup of tea. Return of the Living Dead. This 3. And yeah, it's alright, but it's not, after they made so many sequels in the Night in the Living Dead series, you were like, okay, how are they going to make zombies anything new with zombies? And yeah, it sort of fizzled out after a few movies. Okay, Fun with Dick and Jane, okay? This is a Jim Carrey movie. Him and his wife lose all their money, and they become robbers. And yeah, it's funny. Poltergeist. I love Poltergeist. Yeah, and Lily is kicking in the chair. That's why I am shaking right now. But yeah, I love Poltergeist. I love all the Poltergeist sequels. But yeah, the original Poltergeist, you need to see it. I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to pick up in just a sec with another part.